What's up, guys? This is my interview for college prep. I got my dad answering the questions. All right, you can go, Dad.
All right, so good afternoon, Mr. Lawson. Um, Tell me about yourself.
I would describe myself as energetic. I am very outgoing to others, friendly. I love getting to meet other people, and I'm a hard worker and I work to the best of my ability.
Great, great. So, does your high school record accurately reflect your effort and ability?
I believe that when I was a freshman and sophomore, I didn't try hard enough. I only started trying when I was a junior, and I know I've never taken the most APs, but I've always felt challenged by what I've done, and I felt like I've made a good job. I feel like I've made a good job over 4 years.
Sounds good. So, what mark will you leave on your high school when you finish this year?
I think I'll be known for my accomplishments for FCA. I'm a class representative. I love getting to talk to people about God, and also just loving to get out and talk to people. I love getting to meet new people at Greenfield as well as talking to all my friends.
Huh, sounds great. So, tell me, if you could do one thing in high school differently, what would it be?
I think I would have joined more clubs my sophomore year because I'm mainly in two clubs right now, that being FCA and Spanish. And I've gotten to meet a lot of new people through those clubs that I've really gotten to cherish those relationships with. So I wish I would have been joining more clubs when I was younger.
I understand. So, everybody's got a good teacher, their favorite. Tell me about the best teacher you've had in high school.
My favorite teacher in high school is my current math teacher because she's always understanding and caring and takes time to do the problems with us if we don't understand.
Okay. All right. Why are you interested in our college?
I think I'm interested mostly in UNCW because UNCW has a very phenomenal central campus, and they also offer very good dining plans, and they have a very nice study abroad program.
That sounds good. We do. We do. Uh, what do you want to major in?
I think marketing suits me well, considering my skill set and me being really outgoing and being able to talk with people.
Okay. What will you contribute to our campus community if you come here?
I consider myself a vibrant person. I love to get to talk with everybody and make them feel welcomed, which is why I feel like I would be a good inclusion at colleges because I can make people feel more welcomed.
So, what do you think our college can offer you that another college can't?
I think UNCW offers the smaller perks and benefits of going to a smaller private school, but it also offers the benefits of being at a bigger school with a larger social network. It's a great combination.
Yeah, that is. So, tell me, what do you see yourself doing 10 years from now, Lawson?
10 years from now, I see myself either marketing for a small business that needs the help or me climbing up the ladder of a corporate company that markets what I'm particularly interested in, whatever that might be.
Okay. So, let's switch gears a bit. Who in your life has most influenced you?
My father has been the most influential figure in my life because when I get off of track, he's always the one to help get me back on track, and he always reassures that he loves me and pushes me to be the best son I can be. So I'm really grateful for him.
Sounds good. Tell me about a challenge you overcame in your life.
I had a lot of social anxiety before I came to Greenfield, but I've just gotten acclimated to it, and I think personally I've gotten to know others better, and so I've become good friends with a lot of people at Greenfield, and I'm very grateful for that.
Okay. So, tell me what you do best. What makes Lawson special?
My best ability would be to easily conversate others, strike up a conversation, whatever that might be, small talk, sports, weather, getting to know people and really be friends with them.
Okay. What's the most creative thought you've ever had?
The most creative thought I've ever had would be if Elon Musk made a brain chip that instantly recognized all languages in the world and allowed you to speak them. And I think the way it's going with technology trending and getting more and more advanced right now, that one day that dream will soon be a reality. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, it would. So what top 3 words would you use to describe yourself to someone who didn't even know you?
I'm determined. I'm a very hard worker. I'm joyful. I love being happy and talking to others. And I'm overall unforgettable. I think it's very hard to forget me in a good way. I think a lot of people would look back for me in high school and look at, oh my gosh, he was always so happy. And
Huh.
that is a nice thing to know.
So, tell me about something you are not good at.
I'm not good at listening to others or taking criticism sometimes. Sometimes I get tunnel vision a lot, and that I always think that I have the best idea when really it's someone else that has the best idea, and that usually leads to me. It comes around to me in a bad way, but I'm working on it and I'm getting better.
I understand. How do you define success?
I define success in a simple way. I don't think it's about the money you have in life, rather your happiness. Success for me would be able to raise a good family and have children and live comfortably while doing the job that I love.
Sounds great. What has been your proudest achievement so far?
My proudest achievement has been simply getting to senior year with all of my friends and all of the challenges that have come along the way, especially from middle school and high school. I've persevered through those challenges, and I think that's made me a better person and really contributed to the person that I am today, which I'm grateful for.
Why don't you tell me about a good book that you've read recently you can recommend to me?
I don't really read, but I read a lot of news articles online, but I don't really read.
Okay. If you could talk with one person, living or deceased, who would it be and why?
I would primarily talk with my great-grandmother. She died 2 weeks before I was born, and by how my mother and my grandmother describe her, she was a wonderful person, so I really wish I would have got to meet her and have known her. So it'd be cool to be able to talk with her.
I understand. So what do you do for fun in your free time?
In my free time, I like to play sports such as basketball and tennis, and I also like to work out in the gym. I found that to be a really good habit over the last 5 or 6 months, and it also not only makes me stronger, but also develops me as a person and makes me more happy going with my friends. So I would say those two.
Okay. What about, all these social causes out there? What social cause is important to you and why?
A social cause that is important to me would be stopping world hunger. I think everyone on Earth deserves to have food, and they don't need to worry about not having food. So in the past, I've went and I volunteered at the soup kitchen with the Boy Scouts, and I've also helped my good friend with his Eagle Scout project, which was a huge food drive. I helped to give some food to them, and I also helped when we decided to take it over to the bank and replenish the inventory.
Okay. If you had a day all to yourself, how would you spend it?
I would spend it with my good friends. I would go to the gym, maybe hang out and play some video games or basketball, and then end it around a nice fire pit at Thomas's house, preferably with some pizza from Domino's.
So where do you get your news, and what has been a concern to you lately?
I'm not particularly one to look at national headlines, but I do look a lot at the local news, and I just say it's the midterm election because these elections are really crucial to the next years of America and determining how our democracy will be preserved or whether or not it will be preserved.
I understand. So if you were a principal or a headmaster of a school, what would you change?
I would try to spur more creativity with kids by having more creative learning options because I know that me and many of my friends sometimes get bored at school from just dull activities that don't engage to us. So creative activities would be really engaging and could help for me to learn more.
So speaking of that, tell me about the most meaningful activity you did in high school.
I attended YLA. It was the North Carolina Youth Legislative Assembly in Raleigh, and I attended it over 3 days in April. Not only did I get to meet a lot of friends that are really important to me and that I still talk to as of today, I also won the most distinguished delegate for the IT committee. And that really kind of helped to establish my confidence as when I want to be good and shine, that I know I can do it if I truly put my mind to it.
So, you know, a lot of people talk about their bucket list. What is on your bucket list?
My family and I don't really travel a lot, and it's not really a necessity on my bucket list. My bucket list is essentially to enjoy life wherever that might take me. Just knowing that God's watching over me and seeing where it takes me. I'm looking forward to it.
All right. That sounds good. So what excites you or enrages you?
Going to the gym with my friends excites me. I love to get to go work out. It really stimulates my mind and body. Something that enrages me is people who talk too much, or simply people who don't listen to others' opinions. Because I think everyone deserves a chance to talk, and everyone has to listen to think about what those people are saying. And people who talk do not listen. And so I think because everyone should be heard, and not everyone's, being able to contribute, that it enrages me knowing that equality is among us.
Okay. So what would your TED Talk be about?
My TED Talk would be about overcoming social anxiety. I've really faced it a lot in elementary, middle, and even now in high school. I've been to 6 different schools. And so I would say overcoming social anxiety and getting to expand your friendship circle so that you can connect with more people and have a happier life.
Okay. Well, let's wrap it up. What else do we need to know about you, Lawson?
I'm a certified black belt in Taekwondo through Donald's Martial Arts, and I'd be happy to show you guys my black belt card.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for the interview this afternoon. We appreciate it, and we'll get back with you. All right?
All right. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Miss Bradley, I hope this is good.